Greetings and welcome to the energy of Capricorn. This is Ron from Terror of the Twin Sun. Saturn is watching over us as well. The 10th house is open. The 10th house is open. 10th house is actually an interesting house considering, excuse me, it's a house of karma, okay? And it's a place where all action takes form and shape. And it's a place of structure as well. It's a place of limitation. It's also it's also tied directly to career or sense of profession path. We'll go ahead and look into some of the energies that the 10th house has to offer with a pre-read that I'm going to do now, and then we'll jump into the Great Mirror. Thank you for tuning in. There's a sense of clarity that comes in the shape of intensified realizations. This comes after a period of fog, okay? And what cuts through this is a sense of purpose, a sense of knowing that is retroactive in nature. The energy of Capricorn is coming from a place of extreme stability that is ruled and governed by the auspices of Venus, that is watched over in his exaltation in Saturn. Okay? So, this bodes well. At the same time, there's difficulty in the way you are processing a state of being that seems detached in some emotional way. Um, Perhaps there's a feeling of dryness or coldness, saturation, um, perhaps even ennui, boredom, with something that has to do with the past or a way of being in the past that was quasi-spiritual or whatnot. Now there's clarity, and there's a way for you to distinguish this, a way of maturity and a way of empowerment in terms of the evolution of the triplicity of air into Aquarius. There he is again, King of Swords. Okay, you are dealing here with an energy that is a type of match for you. At the same time, there's a trickster energy behind them with Malady, the card of the Magician, as well as the card of the Hierophant in reverse. Now, with this, standing from a point of cold and exacting criticism, cold and exacting realism, truth through intellectual propriety. The energy of Capricorn stands high and has evolved from the 10th to the 11th houses. Okay, with this, there's a movement towards Uranian understanding. Okay, and with this, there's an empowerment in what you say, what you do, especially to people who are essentially with this trickster energy. Okay, they may be very good at that. You are protected in this respect, but it comes at detriment. There's a movement away from Saturn into Uranus, which is more difficult in terms of its proclivity. Primarily, there's a great sort of energy here that is tied to the Empress card, okay, in the reverse, meaning that there is difficulty when it comes to the situation in which you can sit on a throne of fairness. There is a cold, exacting demeanor to the Empress as well as the King of Swords energy on the unconscious and conscious levels. As well, the signature of Cancer, your seventh house, is activated through Pisces and Aquarius. Okay, with this, there is a dryness. There is a release of water into the earth. Okay, so this talks about purgation, letting loose, and essentially finding a way to be rid of and walk towards the path of freedom. Okay, that is through letting go of the Two of Cups energy, as we see here. This is something possibly that you want to do. Excuse me. And that is essentially a good thing. Uh, uh, okay. Equal measure, there's a lot in terms of major arcana going on underground, underneath, in terms of layers or stratas of unconsciousness, subconscious, and unconsciousness. Essentially, what I'm seeing here is someone that wants to rise to power, but then there's someone who's empowered by letting it go. Okay, and that is what is wanting to be happened. The thing is that what emerges out of this is a sense that things are they remain at a standstill, and there's a way of being or acting in the past that requires a great deal of letting go, but also of piercing the veil, of really coming into an understanding of what cannot be offered because it is unrealistic, what is being sort of sacrificed because it is not proving to be fruitful in terms of especially emotional catharsis. A lot being sort of sacrificed within the emotional realm. Okay, there's a rise to power essentially by giving, by letting loose, by letting go, and letting things take over in terms of influences, according to the wheel, or according to the influences that are above the sublunary realm, okay, above terra firma into the realm of ascension. There also is a debilitation in terms of the seventh house, okay, the Chariot in reverse. Okay, Chariot in reverse, it talks about great potential in terms of flights as well, great potential in terms of creativity, but a lot of it is dormant in nature. And perhaps that is what's being sort of watched over, the wheels of the chariot wanting to spin, yet it is being questioned for being a wheel itself, or a pair of wheels, or trying to understand the vehicle on which the situation has been trying to be developed. So a lot of thinking on your end, a lot of exacting thought, cold, detached thought, detachment all over this reading. Your side's completely detached. There's a type of manipulation here deeply on their side through the auspices of the third house and the ninth house, Gemini and Sagittarius, mutability. So this whole thing is all about, excuse me, manipulation on their end, and then great discernment, detachment on your end. Okay, in order to see what is creating the sort of delay when it comes to emotional relays or emotional currency, how this is being disseminated or transferred. It's trying to be understood. At the same time, with the Empress card in reverse, and with La Temperance, which is temperance, the card of Sagittarius, and the card of alchemy, and the 10th house as well as the ninth house, there is some difficulty in the patience that is required in all of this, because on one side there's impatience, the other there's infinite patience to the point of not really caring much about the equation. The thing is that on the subconscious and unconscious realms, there is both a purgation, a letting go here, and a conversion of the Two of Cups energy. Both two cups are essentially either being transferred through the ninth house or through the fourth or 11th houses. Okay, because of such, what emerges out of this, excuse me, is a type of movement from the 9, 10, 11 from the fourth. Okay, so there is a type of motherly aspect here that is watching over it, that is cold and precise, that is detached, and also it is done to produce an externalized effect. What I see here is a severance, okay, a type of severance, the cord essentially being cut from the umbilical being cut from the womb and the infant. Now, excuse me. Um, Yeah, that's the thing though. There's something here that requires a great deal of detachment, especially from the past or memories of the past, in order to find balance. This also could point to a way of returning to the past in order to find balance, to see it and observe it from a distance. With the Empress in reverse, there's difficulty, so much difficulty in finding satisfaction within this. What emerges is a sense of restlessness, always with this connection, type of restlessness. The Magician is also here. Magician plus the Hierophant, the Magician. With the Magician, there's also an obscurity about this person, what they do. It's highly manipulative, whatever you're dealing with here. The advice is to look towards hard work and to find that which you desire, which can be a whole new path entirely. It really depends, because there seems to be injustice, at least for the time being within this connection. Yeah, that's what I see. I do wish you well. Hopefully that didn't resonate, whatnot. If you would like a private reading, I also am available. Thank you. Bye.